That's my business card.
In Westerville, Ohio, that is lawyer Emmanuel Oluwale. On his own law office property, he is dumping out trash.
If you need my
All right.
ID,
Huh?
I can show you my ID.
If you don't mind, just so, yeah, if you don't mind, can we see your ID?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Well, that is pretty cool. That's a slick business card.
Yep.
All right. I'll give it to him. You can keep doing what you're doing. We're just, again, we're kind of concerned. Yeah,
Yeah.
seeing somebody dump a bunch of
Just,
stuff there. So,
Okay.
Can I
Yeah.
have it back? Just don't run it.
Oh.
Don't run my card. Don't run my ID.
Huh?
Don't run my ID.
Don't run your ID?
You have no reason to.
He is right.
well, we're going to at least mark it down. We're going to take down your information.
Nope. I'm on my property, putting trash in my trash
Okay,
can.
but this is not just your property. It's several people's
I
property.
understand.
Okay.
But I'm not violating any law. So don't
No
run
one
my
said that
ID.
you're violating any law.
No. Don't run my ID. I'm a lawyer. I know my rights.
Okay.
I'm not violating any law. I'm on my property. There's no suspicion. No one called anybody. So don't run my ID. I only identify myself so that this won't escalate.
That's fine, but we can still mark down who we're out with, and so that's what we're going to do.
No.
Yes.
You didn't stop me. Don't turn
Yes.
this into an issue.
Sir, you are turning this into an issue. We're just simply marking down who we're out with.
Yeah.
So he's just
Oh,
going to write it
what?
down on a piece of
Oh,
paper.
it's just your name.
Why?
Because, sir, we are out with you because we were concerned that you were illegally dumping.
But you've already discovered. Do you want me to show you my office?
I understand that you're here, but I don't know if this dumpster belongs to you or somebody else in the
It belongs
complex.
to me.
To you and you alone.
Yes.
Can you prove that that dumpster belongs to you and you alone?
No, he does not have to prove he owns the
That's my point,
dumpster.
though, is if it's also other units,
So what? It belongs to everybody. We're paying for
Okay.
it. It doesn't really matter if it belongs to all the units.
That's fine.
Just give me back my ID. Thank
There.
you.
Hello, everybody. I'm David Schuster, and thanks for watching. Emmanuel Oluwale says he had no problem with the officers checking to see if there was illegal dumping. The problem came when they wanted to run his ID. With no suspicion, no call to police prompting this incident, taking his ID and checking to see what it may show is against settled case law. Now, you may think, well, if you don't have any criminal record or a suspended license, why object? Well, the law is the law, and police take an oath to abide by the Constitution. Relatedly, legal experts say there is generally nothing wrong with an officer writing down on a piece of paper the name of somebody they talked to. Maybe the police want to put it in a report or a memo. But taking your driver's license and running a check on it means you are detained and cannot leave. And when there's no probable cause for such a detention, it violates the Constitution. Oluwale believes he was the victim
if you don't
here
mind,
of
can we see
racial
your ID?
profiling, and it certainly seems that way. Why didn't the officers believe the
That's a
word of
slick,
this black
business
man?
card.
They had his business card and a driver's license confirming he was who he said he was. His law office sign is on the building.
again, we're
This
just
was a
concerned-
white man or a white lawyer would these cops have sought to run his driver's license? Oluwale got his business card and license back without police scanning or running it. However, when the cops got back in their cruiser, the body camera shows they did a background check anyway.
All right, just turn around, get out of here, and then we'll look at my. You gotta put these in first.
As are in my hands.
When the police looked him up, they confirmed again he was who he said he was, with no criminal record. The city of Westerville says it is now investigating the conduct of these two Ohio police officers. As we've seen time and again, police often misuse their power, especially against people of color.
Come outside. I didn't do nothing.
In Fort Myers, Florida, the surveillance video shows Jack Rodeman, 16 years old, texting his girlfriend that he was outside her door. Her family had given him permission to be there, but the Florida state trooper thought he was a thief. Rodeman fell down hard, hitting his head on the bricks.
Oh, fuck! Ow! Fuck! Ow! Stop! Put your hands behind your back. I'm gonna do it again.
And he did it again, while the biracial teenager was on the ground squirming in pain and posing no threat. Christina Rodeman, Jack's mother, believes race played a role.
He was totally profiled. That cop turned around and followed him back that direction.
When you say profiled, what do you mean?
It's a black kid in black clothes.
I didn't do nothing.
By the time Rodeman's girlfriend came out of the house, he was already in handcuffs. The trooper has been identified as George Smirnios. In the arrest report, Smirnios said he followed Rodeman into the backyard because the teen looked suspicious. The trooper alleges Rodeman darted into the bushes and that his behavior appeared to be of a burglar.
I just think he should have called for somebody else for backup. But I mean, his life wasn't at risk. My son wasn't fighting him. I mean, Jack looked totally calm. He shouldn't have done that to my kid. I mean, his girlfriend's traumatized, the mom's traumatized, I'm traumatized.
Okay.
We just noticed you've been following us everywhere.
Right now?
Yeah.
You know why? Because you don't belong in my city.
How we from here?
But you understand, I know who my people are, right? Who belongs here, who doesn't?
Who don't?
We got gang wars going on. We got all kinds of stuff. And I come from the big city where this stuff's small.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's cool. Do your thing.
We don't. You say we don't belong in your city, though?
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't. I have never seen you here before, and I know almost everybody
Man,
here.
I grew up in 101.
Well, good.
I graduated from England High.
Well, good for you. My name's Mike Moore.
You all right?
Okay. I'm not from here. Step away from my car. I'm about to get my dog out.
Ooh, yeah, let's get away from it.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here. And racism, bigotry, ignorance, hatred, stupidity, that's what comes to mind when I watch this video. You know, who does this guy think that he is? And this really eats at me, folks. You know, I was raised to respect everybody regardless of what they look like or what color their skin was. I am not naive, folks. I know that our country has a long, dark history with racism. And this is nothing new, but it doesn't make it any easier to watch.
We don't. You say we don't belong in your city, though?
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't. I have never seen you here before, and I know almost everybody
Man,
here.
I grew up in 101.
Well, good.
I graduated from England High.
Well, good for you. My name's Mike Moore.
You all right?
Okay. I'm not from here. Step away from my car. I'm about to get my dog out.
This officer, Mike Jack Moore, represents the very worst from our men and women in blue. And before anyone thinks of running their pie hole, those of you who know me know that I have the utmost respect for public servants, including police officers who put their lives on the line every day for us. I have many friends that are actually law enforcement officers, and when they see crap like this, it pisses them off even more than it does me. Now imagine if that were your child or your loved one that was absolutely harassed by a police officer for no other reason than the color of their skin. And that's exactly what happened in this video. This young man is obviously intelligent, highly composed, and he handled himself with much more resolve than I would in that situation, I can tell you that. That young man was harassed in the community in which he grew up in, and that is not okay, folks. We must do better.
Okay.
Yeah, we just noticed you've been following us everywhere.
Right now?
Yeah.
You know why? Because you don't belong in my city.
How we from here?
But you understand, I know who my people are, right? Who belongs here, who doesn't?
Who don't?
The words in this video really burn into me, folks. You know, when this racist officer says, "You don't belong in my city," and the young black man replies with, "I am from here. I graduated from the local high school." You know, we must do better, folks. We all must do better. We all need to call out racism wherever we see it. And that is the only way we are ever going to cleanse our society from this disease.